started the K9 Connection program, I was on house arrest. I was going to court for a bunch of cases. In total, there was 21 charges against me, 6 felonies and 15 misdemeanors. And then they brought up one more, literally from 2 years before. But I guess the court decided that was the last straw, and decided to try to charge me as an adult. So during my second time, I went back as a peer leader to the K9 Connection. I was doing it again, but the court decided I was no longer fit to be out. So I went to juvie, and the whole time I was there, after about 3 days, or 3 or 4 days, I got a letter from pretty much everybody who was in the program at the time. They all signed it. They all signed a card, and then after that, the letters just kept coming, and it was good for the whole time I was there. It felt, I didn't know. I've never had that many letters. You know, I've always. It was really, really nice. After a while, people just stopped writing you, but the K9 Connection didn't. I kept consistently receiving letters, and it was very nice to know that people were thinking about me. You know, it was a good reminder that there's a world outside of the walls I was in. Juliet called me and said that they had an internship opening, so of course I applied and jumped at the chance. Before K9, I didn't really have any exposure to like any kind of professionalism. It's just, my whole life was just anarchy. Do what I want when I want. You know, no. My mom, I wasn't scared of her. No dad in the home. Just do whatever I want. Like I said, you know, in and out of jail.
Right.
It's nothing to me. You know, I actually, for the first couple of times, I actually kind of looked forward to it. It's like a badge. You know, like a certificate. Like, I was here at this place at this time. You know. So I really like no structure until, you know, K9. I actually, you know, had to learn how to compose myself, learn how to, like, especially around the dogs. You know, if they feel your energy, I couldn't just be my old self. You know, I had to, just to be able to stay in the program, just had to relax, had to not mess up in school, because the school would use that against me. They said because I would ditch other classes, or, you know, or fight or whatever, and they told me the next time I messed up that I wouldn't be able to do it. So that really motivated me to try to shape up. And yeah, that exposure to the professionalism is really what I needed. Structure. I like to, you know, talk to the younger kids. There was one in particular that I guess we kind of saw him slacking, and it was nice. I had a talk with him. It was kind of weird. Like, I was telling him stuff that people would tell me, and I would block out. You know, it was like I had a realization that it just, how I flipped the script on myself. You know, I was telling this kid stuff that people told me that I didn't really want to hear. Hope people could just look up to me and see where I came from and where I'm going. Now I'm exploring my options, whether I want to be in animal care or be a vet tech. Like I said earlier, growing up, I had a lot of people telling me a lot of stuff, but, you know, it would be people who like just out of prison themselves and stuff. You know, just not doing anything with their life. So I'm just like, oh, well, who are you to tell me? You know, you're doing the same thing I'm doing, and you're 30 years older than me. But I feel if I, you know, like, actually succeed, you know, really stop going to jail, really have a job, house, wife, kid, and I'm not gonna be able to say anything that a kid hasn't heard before. They hear the same story by the same kind of people all day, every day. So I feel if they see it, actions speak louder than words. If they see me actually living, contributing to society, hopefully they'll think like, oh, look, there's Ernie, you know, that, look at him, look how they know how I used to be and they know how I am now. I want that. I want people to look up like I want to end up like I want to improve like he did. You know, like I said, I wasn't exposed. I didn't have any experience working with regular people. I grew up around criminals, raised by criminals. I had the criminal mentality, spoke like a criminal, acted like a criminal, dressed like a criminal. So when I would try to talk to the high society girls at school, or tried to play basketball with the high society boys, they would I wouldn't get a very good reaction. So the people that I did relate to were the people who again spoke, acted, and looked like criminals. So that's the people who I got the most attached to, the people who I bonded with. And now being able to bond with regular people who contribute to society, I could socialize with them. I know how they think. They know how I think. We have similar thoughts. So yeah, I fit in with society now, because of that exposure to professionalism that I didn't have before.